Good day, viewers. You are welcome to today's math class. So this is Lagos State third term unified exam portion, circle geometry problem. Now, if you look at this problem now, all what you need to solve any circle geometry problem is the theorem. When you understand and know all the theorems, it is very easy for you to be able to solve any circle geometry problem. Now, let's examine this question. We are asked to look for the angle ABD, which is this angle here, and also we have to look for angle BDC, which is this angle here. Now, how do you go about this? Firstly, when you look at the diagram carefully, what you first examine is that this is a triangle and here it forms a 90 degree. Why did I say that? The theorem says that when a straight line passes through the center of the circle, it forms an angle 90 degree at the circumference. So the straight line here passes through the center of the circle, therefore it forms angle 90 degree at the circumference. And also, if you look at this, it's also the same. This place here is angle 90 degree because it passes through the center of the circle. Now, after knowing that, the second theorem I want us to recall is that angles from the same segment are equal. If you look at this angle from A to E to B to D, they are coming from the same segment. If you look at it carefully, they are coming from the same segment. And since they are coming from the same segment, it means angle AEB, which is this angle 33 degree, right, is equals to angle ADB, which is this angle here. So it is equal to 33 degrees. They are equal since from the theorem it said that angle from the same segment are equal. So both are 33 degrees. Now don't forget ABD is a right angle triangle, and also it is a triangle since we know that sum of angle in a triangle is 180 degrees, right? Therefore, we can just say that angle ABD, which we are looking for to be 90 degree minus 33 degree. When you subtract 33 degree from the 90 degree, we are going to get this angle which we are looking for. Now, 90 degree minus 33 degree, that's going to give us 57 degree. Therefore, angle ABD is 57 degree. So we have solved the first question. The second one says we should look for angle BDC. So this is the angle we have to look for, BDC. So this is the angle we have to look for. So how do you look for this? You can look for this in many ways, but one of the ways is that when you look at this is the center of the circle, and there's a straight line from the center of the circle to the circumference here. Also from the center of the circle to the circumference, which is OBOC, and both are equal to each other. Both are radius, right? Since both are radius, it means that this angle BOC is an isosceles triangle. That's what it means. Is an isosceles triangle. Now, since we know that this is an isosceles triangle is a triangle whereby the base, two sides are equal, and also the base are equal, right? So, how do we get the value of these two angles? Subtracting 76 rather from 180 degree. When you subtract this from 180 degree, you are going to get and divide it by 2. We are going to get the angle of this base, right? So now, subtracting this from 180 degree is going to give us 76 degree. This is going to give us 104 degree. When you divide it by 2, we are going to get 52 degree, right? Therefore, here we have 52 degree, and also here we have 52 degree. Since we have 52 degree here, if you look at this, we said this is 90 degrees. The sum of this angle here is 90 degrees, and we are gotten this part at 52 degree. When you subtract this from 90 degree, it means this part here is going to be, that's 90 minus 52 degree, that is 38 degree. And when you look at this carefully, in this triangle OCD, it is also an isosceles triangle. Reason why? This length here, OC and OD, it's a radius, right? Therefore, the base also will be equal. That means since we have gotten one base at 38 degree, the other base is also 38 degree. Therefore, angle BDC is equal to 38 degree. So we have gotten, or we have found or calculate the value of the two questions we have to look for. Guys, please, I hope you understand, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.